Hello, mathematicians. Today we are going to start our very first lesson on the Mind Classroom projects with the foundations of multiplication. So, pretty much all of our lessons kind of be shaped like this. You're going to have your guided notes, and I'm going to kind of take you through that in the video. And then you'll also be able to, we're going to start reviewing, learning target. I can solve multiplication word problems. Success criteria: connect repeat addition to multiplication, draw a model to represent a multiplication problem, write a multiplication equation, and for our key vocabulary, we have repeat addition, product, equal, groups, objects, rows, and columns. So for our show model, I just did a simple little problem. And it was Samantha has 3 baskets with 4 apples in each basket. How many apples does Samantha have altogether? So I drew my model, which was 4 groups, or 3 baskets, with 4 apples each basket. This is another model we could do skip counting. So I drew my 4 apples, and these are my 3 baskets. Repeat addition: 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 12. Multiplication: 3 times 4 equals 12. Samantha has 12 apples altogether. We're going to dive deeper into that concept in a little bit, but that's just kind of so that you know when you're going back in your own notes, doing other practice problems, this is a strong model you can use. All right, so first today we are going to be doing, let me find my models because I don't know where I'm at. Okay. We're going to be doing repeat addition. So a garden has 4 rows of 6 apples. We're going to represent the problem using a model, repeat addition equation, and multiplication equation. So for our model, I know I see 4 rows of 6 plants. Well, 4 rows, we know a row goes like this, left to right. A column, as a reminder, goes from top and bottom. So if I have 4 rows, and there are going to be 6 plants in each row, so I'm going to draw my model. I'm going to have 4 rows, and I have 6 in each row, so that's 1 so far here. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are my 4 rows, 6 plants in each row. So if repeat addition, if I have 6 in each row and I have 4 rows, that means I have 6 4 times. So 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. And that is going to equal, when I add it all together, 6 plus 6 is 12. Add another 6 plus 6. So then 12 plus 12, that would equal 30, not 30. Oh, lordy. See, even Miss Allen makes mistakes and she's trying to figure out all this. It'll get better as the weeks go on, trust me. Anyway, equals 24. And then multiplication equation, I had 4 rows of 6. So I'm going to do 4 times 6, and that equals 24. So now you'll have a question that pops up on Nearpod. It is going to ask you, let me figure out what it's going to ask you. It is going to ask you select the 3 expressions that we can use to find a total number of plants. So one of the other things we're going to talk about later in our MCP tracker is with multiplication, I can also flip it. So if I have 4 rows of 6, I can also say 6 rows of 4 if I were to take my model and flip it. So we're going to focus on that more, but think about that when you go and select those 3 equations. All right, you should select those 3 equations. You have your response. The correct answer is 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. 4 times 6 equals 24, and also 6 times 4 equals 24. Very good job, you had that. All right, we're going to move on to our next one. Okay, we're going to try without the drawing tools for this one. Ooh. Okay, I don't want drawing tools anymore. So let me, with my own drawing tools, that should work. Okay, so now we're back to it. We're going to do the second one. So this is the second problem we're going to focus on, which is a model. So for my kiddos, we should all know that this is an array, because an array, ooh, that's what we add to there. We need to add array. Add array. So an array is our rows and columns. Remember, our rows are going left to right, and our columns go up and down. So because I have a model, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it yet. And you're going to have a question that's going to come up in nearby in just a moment. But first, the first thing we can do when I don't even have a question, I can do a little bit of counting. So I want to first figure out how many rows do I have and how many columns do I have. So I'm going to count, because first I want to figure out how many rows I have and then how many columns I have. So first for my rows, I'm going to count by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then my columns going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, I know for an array is for multiplication, so I can multiply these numbers. I could do 5 times 8, or where our commutative property, which we'll focus on in a little bit, 8 times 5. Well, I can count by 5, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 5 times 8 equals 40, or I can also say 8 times 5 equals 40. So now you can have a really quick little question to test your knowledge about what we just did. All right, also, if your answer was blank times 8 equals 40, that is absolutely correct. We already figured out what our equation was, and then all we needed was that other missing number. So in the problems or in the answer choice they gave you, there was not that 5 there, but we knew already we had times 8, that we could use that one. Yeah, moving on. Okay. All right, for our last problem today, we're going to have a quick check. So I'm only going to read the problem to you. You're going to be able to solve it on your paper. You're going to solve this in your guided notes, and then you're going to answer the near-pot question. After you do your near-pot question, I'm going to quickly work through this problem, and that'll be it for today. So a chef made 2 pizzas. Each pizza was cut into 8 slices. How many slices of pizza are there in all? So now you're going to answer so you're going to work it out on your paper, have all your work, show your model, multiplication equation, write your sentence, and then you're going to answer the question in your pod. So I'll see you in a few. All right, we're back. So hopefully you got the correct answer, which would be something that I don't know. So which would be 16 slices. So let's see how I solve it. For my model, I got my 2 large pizzas, so I'm going to draw 1, 2 of my pizzas, my 8 slices, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my model. Multiplication equation. I got 2 pizzas, which are like my groups. There are 8 slices in each pizza. So 2 times 8 equals 16. My sentence, how many slices of pizza there in all? I'm going to quickly write there are 16 slices of pizza in all. And that is pretty much it. So now we have done our very first video lesson. So very good. Congratulations to you and to me. We are finally done with the first one. I want you to refer back to your pacing tracker, the Summer Pathways Success, for your next activity. And I'll see you in the next video lesson. Bye, y'all.